My stepdad's name was Brian. He had reddish brown hair, a big beard, and the kindest eyes. He took me under his wing and loved me like his own from the day I met him onwards. He was so much fun, and he's a big part of why the joyful memories of my childhood stand out far beyond the painful ones. He was brilliant, a mathematician and coder far beyond his time. He could solve any Rubik's Cube in seconds and never hesitated to beat me at every game, every single time for years with no mercy. I loved it. I think my competitive nature comes from him. Board game nights, movie dates, long car rides in the countryside. He was there for it all, there by my mom's side. I felt safe with him and I counted on him. He was always there to run through math cue cards, to help me with tricky school problems, hold my hair back when I was sick. All of it, like a real dad is. My stepdad grew up in the foster system and he spent time homeless on the streets of Toronto. He battled with not understanding why his birth parents gave him up, why he wasn't worthy of their love. And when an adoptive family chose him, he had a hard time opening his heart fully to receive that love. My father left when I was 3, and Brian moved in with my mom and I when I was 6. I can't really even remember him not being there. Sometimes love leaves, and in the space in between, new love enters, and it fills every crevice and overflows your life with blessings that you are so worthy of. My stepdad did this for me and my mom for 10 years. When it all fell apart, I was 16 years old, laying across the couch with my legs sprawled over the arm of it, talking to my boyfriend on the phone. Remember those old phones with the cords that got tangled up in everything, and when you finally tried to move, it tripped you up? Brian wasn't feeling well that morning, which really wasn't like him at all. He told my mom and I that he was going to lay down, and he never woke up. We lost the love of our lives that day, and my biggest regret was never having told him that in my mind and heart, he was a real dad to me. He died in January. Later that month, as I sorted through the things from Christmas, I stumbled across a Christmas card from him that I somehow hadn't opened yet. Tears welled up in my eyes as I opened my last gift from him. I don't remember any of what he wrote, but what I do remember is that I read all the way down to the bottom, and I saw that for the first time ever, he signed it, Love, Dad. I had never told him how I felt, but he knew. As I was reflecting on the years we shared together, I was thinking about the idea of being chosen. How he was chosen by his adoptive family, how him and my mom chose each other, and how he chose me as his daughter. Life without him has been hard. I wish he had been there to walk me down the aisle, to hold his grandchildren, and to pick me up when I was in my darkest moments. I lost myself somehow over the years. In a marriage cluttered with betrayal, I forgot that I was worthy of love. But thinking about him reminds me. It reminds me to wake up each morning and choose myself. It also reminds me that in the midst of it all, there will be people in our lives who have the capacity to love us the way we deserve to be loved, and who will choose us too. My dad was the first man who treated me like I was worthy and helped me to understand that I am. If I could bring him back for just 1 minute, I would tell him, I choose you too.